Hello, this is Dave, and welcome to Equity Story. Listen, it's same old, same old. Everything's pretty quiet. I'm not going to put any trades out. The market's obviously getting sold off. I think really, I'm just going to just. I think we had Big Tin Can, the story we followed. You wouldn't be buying it. It's down below trend. They're doing. I think what's the announcement? They're doing some. They joined with Oracle Partner Network. I mean, it sounds quite interesting, but for us, it's just way too soon. Obviously, we're just not interested. I was looking at some of the big stories, the Facebook's, and again, it reiterates what I was saying about yesterday. Is this a correction, or are we in a bear market? I've got Facebook down 50% from their highs, which is incredible. We've got Amazon now, which is down 43% from its highs. Apple down 22. There's nothing wrong with these companies, but what it's telling you is that the market is re-rating. Valuations around the world are all being revalued, and I think we've got to be careful because what I did today. I was looking at some, for example, XRO, and you look at XRO and it was trading 150, and now it's at 80, and you got to get excited. You got to think, oh, come on. I mean, it's a great story. And today we had two valuations come out. One was at $1.48. I can't remember. I think it was Morgan Stanley, and another $1.25. Well, the major brokers are saying, hold on a second, this is worth a lot more. But you know what? It's the market. It's how the market is revaluing everything. We just don't know where it's going to be. So there's so much uncertainty out there. So unfortunately, you've just got to stay away from these stories, in my opinion. Now, there are different ways to trade, and everyone knows the equity story system is going in there when we feel it's the easy money and taking the easy time. I understand there might be people who trade differently and say, right, I'll nibble away XRO if it goes lower. I'm just going to nibble away at this between 80. And if it goes below 40, I'll nibble away in this. I've got a long-term point of view. That's fine, okay? Or not. Everyone has a different way they do things, but for our way, the way we see the world, we're just not interested in it at the moment. And certainly, you can see, Einstein's, the microcaps really starting to find it so hard, just coming off, finding it really, really tough. The only decent news today, IFM takeover target, obviously. Probably actually trying to take a bit of advantage here of a weaker share price. I think we might see a little bit more of this over the next few months. But I think the major picture at the moment is this revaluation. And to be honest with you, the only stocks I think really worth looking at are the same old boring stories, the war stocks, the ones that we talk about, the S32s. Wait till it's coming down to trend. Let's see where it finds a little bit of support. If it starts to turn, we'll have a look at it. Let's have a look at Rio. What's Rio up to? Again, below trend, we're at. Santos is looking good. If you're in that, you'd be holding it. GNC hit our market. It's starting to come down. A sell, but we like the story. Let it come down here, find some support. We'll get back into it. Zimplats has been on a magic run. See where it comes down to. Let's see if it settles. We made money on it. We'll do it again. Elders, definitely a hold. I mean, it's holding up very, very well. These are the stocks that you can look at. New Hope, Coal is looking very strong. IPL, you hold that. It's looking strong. CRN, we spoke about it. Origin, these are the few stories. Whitehaven looks very, very good, doesn't it? Struggling to get a bit through 5, but just lift your stop on it. But again, Worley, although we're out of that at the moment because it broke trend, if it gets back over 14, looks good. Maybe you'd have another look at it. Obviously, the fuel stocks are looking good. ALD has nearly hit our target price, and again, just the food story. So coal's looking reasonably good, reasonably okay. That food ETF, had a little bit of a sell-off. I mean, we still like the story. It's in the right space, possibly even a nibble around this sort of area. But if you want to play the Cincinnati system now, just give it a week, find a bit of support, bang, and then look to buy it. The only story really that surprised, which I was really surprised on the ASX 200, the way it's traded this week, was AMC. Unbelievable. The whole world really finding it difficult, so they must be doing some good stuff, little AMC. And to be honest, you got to like that. You got to like that price action. And maybe if you were going to buy something apart from the war stocks, maybe this would be it. Now, I'm not going to go there because I think the pressure of the larger market is just too much for me at the moment. It's just one box. it just doesn't tick. But certainly AMC got through that resistance and performed absolutely brilliantly, which on a really tough week. Just doing it the other way around, just having a look at obviously the Dow. If it looks like that by the end of trade today, or goes down even more, this is going lower. It was interesting, the Nasdaq starting to find a little bit of support on the trend line. Do I think they're both going down lower? Yes, I do, but I am expecting a bounce. We'll have a bounce 1 week, maybe next week or the following week. We'll have our bounce. Then we're going low into June. So tough times at the moment. And again, I think, quick little video today. The moral of the story is don't get suckered in thinking you're buying things really cheap, because you might not. They could still be actually quite expensive. On that note, I look forward to seeing you all live at 12 o'clock. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.